Welcome back, guys. BroUnited Gaming with part 7. This part has 3 missions to it, so it's a little bit longer than the rest of my videos. It has missions 13, 13.5, and 14. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy the video.
The data tape you retrieved from the Human Research Lab has revealed a most disturbing development. They've successfully unlocked the dormant psychic ability hidden deep in their primitive brains due to a dash of Furon DNA.
Alright guys, well if you guys watched my previous video, part 6, it actually shows this entryway from the last time. Now instead of infiltrating to see your buddy's dead, we're now infiltrating to see what kind of crazy stuff this place has cooked up. Now this time is the time that I actually collected that still completely forgot. So I played with that and I blew it up on accident. Kind of failed in my missions, so to speak.
Damn, that drill sarge booted me out of easy company.
So I had to restart because I wanted to get that optional objective so that you guys can see how it's done. So what ended up happening is I had to restart like you saw already. And this time I didn't try blowing up anything. But for this optimal objective, you just have to get into that to the lab again undetected. So instead of doing anything crazy like I did prior, guy's still standing there from the last episode, the last part. This time I feel like it was easier to infiltrate, just because now you know where the entrance to the lab was. So I was having an issue trying to get in, and I ended up making that guy do a little dance and distract them, but it took me a while because because of all like the people that could spot me, and I couldn't really see that guy. So instead of fighting it, I decided that it was just a better idea to make that guy dance and distract the individual that was standing there, and gave me the in that I needed. Yeah, so you don't have to hit that panel like I did. It's pretty easy just to get in there, and it's already open from the last time you were here. So once you make it in there, you have to make it all the way through till you get to the elevator, which you'll see in the video. I think, oh yeah, I ended up taking the scientist's identity just so that I could make it further in, just in case I had to deal with anybody that maybe didn't want one of the workers in the area. So I ended up throwing that dude off, and then this is where the elevator's at. Alright, so once inside, you see that there's a mutant. Somebody that has unlocked the ability to use mind control just like you, and he's looking at him right now. For this optional objective, you have to destroy the lab. For some odd reason, I was looking for things to destroy, but couldn't really find any. It's actually those terminals as you walk in. I recommend it doesn't really matter at what point you destroy them, because you're gonna have to fight the mutants anyway, and then more mutants come, and as they come, you can destroy the lab at that point, which I realized after this. So here I am trying to grab on anything, trying to destroy that one terminal. It was not working, and I saw the explosives, and I thought maybe I can fight it and get through those lasers without actually having to cross over into that area. It ended up not working, that's for sure. So yeah, nothing worked that I could see. I tried throwing somebody through, but it didn't work. So I ended up shooting it, and that worked, but that also gave away my position, which is fine. Like I said, once you get in there, you're gonna have to fight the dude that's got the little mind control, but they definitely give you enough opportunities once you defeat the first guy to destroy the rest of the lab. And you'll see that once you see now all the barriers are down, that's the opportunity for you to actually destroy the rest of the lab. So you don't really have to rush it at the beginning. You can definitely take your time and wait to defeat the first person before you go and destroy the lab, if you want to. Or you could do it the way I did it, just start destroying them in there, and then once you get there, it's the lab's fully destroyed. But once everyone's defeated inside the lab down here, you just head back to the elevator. Clearly, I went the long way just for kicks and giggles. But yeah. So once out of the lab, it's pretty much all you have to do is just make your way out, and then you can destroy those Tesla coils. Unlike me waiting, when I first started this mission to begin with, I actually didn't know that you had to destroy the Tesla coils at first, so it was kind of like an accidental destruction that later I found out. Obviously now that they needed to be destroyed to begin with, but clearly not at that particular moment. It's kind of funny that I thought that I needed to destroy them at then. But yeah, so after I destroy all the Tesla coils, oh wow, it was an epic fail with my cow. Yeah, definitely just shoot it with your electric gun. It works so much faster, like there. But yeah, then head to your craft. There are going to be a couple enemies at your aircraft. I don't know why they're just standing there looking like idiots, but they are. And they just staring at it. So now you have to use your sonic boom attack. Now, for whatever reason, the game, they decided to make the particular middle structure extremely hard to destroy. So if you plan on completing this, I would definitely recommend upgrading this prior to this mission, or try to destroy most of the things on the outsides with 2 blasts, I believe I used. But yeah, most of the buildings on the outsides are extremely easy to destroy, and then the one in the inside were definitely the hardest ones to break. But at least I was able to destroy them fairly easy, and yeah, and this once I was able to make some more ammo for myself, it was easier for me to finish this. But I ended up giving up now that I'd completed that optional objective, and I actually just hosed it to death until it died. Alright guys, no surprise here. Just like every other video, like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, concerns about my videos, please put them in the bottom below. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video.
It's time to cripple their military forces. I want you to infiltrate the main base and find out what the warlords are planning.
Alright guys, so my trigger finger was a little happy, and I accidentally killed people and trying to get into the base undetected. So definitely not the way to go when you're trying to go undetected. Um, so yeah, so obviously you're gonna enter the Air Force base undetected. Um, Pretty easy. Once you get to the gate, there's a little panel like the one in the laboratory in the last mission, off to the side, on the inside on the left, and you can hack that and gain access to the base. So, and definitely use the people around you to get you in there. All right, so now you gotta act normal, whatever normal is. But you've officially gained access undetected. So now you're gonna have to start looking for leadership within the base. So you have to scan people. Scanning people will then help you scan for officers. Officers are the ones with the big smoky bear hats. They're pretty easy to spot, but definitely in the bigger green circles, scanning the people around will narrow it down for you to make it easier for you to find the person you're looking for. See, so like I scanned him, the circle went lower, and then I found the person that I was looking for. This next one I did it again, and I actually got it to where there's a little marker over his head. I'm not going to get that, like I said in my previous videos. Once I'm done with the full playthrough of all the missions, I will go through each individual map and find each individual one of those. The name right now is evading me, but like I said, see, so scan that dude's brain, it actually popped up, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I'll get back to that once I'm done with the missions at hand. At this point, you're gonna be getting to a rooftop, but you can't change into an alien to fly up there. The way that you need to do it is you need to go to the back of the building. The back of the building has steps for you to jump up onto. It's pretty easy. Yeah, shouldn't have too much trouble. Just right there, a little step way for you. As long as you don't suck at jumping, like some of my other previous videos, you should be all right.
Isn't ready yet. The X-13 was working just fine in the trials last week.
There have been a few, hiccups.
Hiccups? Armquist is headed here right now to see this thing fly. Are you telling me it can't?
We've had some setbacks.
I'll give you a setback. I'm gonna bring your whole goddamn agency up on charges. This is gross incompetence.
Save it. Why don't you show your guests the nuke instead?
I didn't pay $40 million to see another goddamn nuclear test. I paid to see the best goddamn fighter plane ever built. Ah, screw it. I'm going down to Sector 13 myself and find out what the hell's going on.
General.
You don't need to go to Sector 13. The test flight will go ahead as planned.
What? A second ago you said the X-13 wouldn't fly.
I said it wasn't ready, but it will be.
Your demonstration will go on as scheduled.
Trust us. We're the government.
Alright, now that we have acquainted ourselves with the officer that's supposed to be here on this installation, now we scan his brain. For this one, I recommend going forward. It's a lot easier to go backwards, so to speak. This guy is the one with the grill. All you have to do is just explode the canister that's next to the grill. Boom, he dies that way for your optional objective. Your next optional objective is to mind control the scientists to walk across the landmine once you get to that landmine area, which is on the far left, you stand right in front of the landmines, and you'll be able to reach the scientist. Uh, give him a command, and it'll give you like a little prompt to give him a command to follow you. Once he starts following you, he'll step right onto the landmine and he'll blow up. But be careful, the landmines are right there in front of you, so yeah, definitely don't step on them because you can set them off yourself as well. See, just tell him to follow you, and boom,
That guy stepped right on those
that
lines.
easy.
That wasn't me. It's the fourth one this week.
What the hell's wrong with you?
And then for the last one, I had some mess ups in the past. It says to drop the crate on him, but I didn't realize that that's the crate he was talking about. So it's pretty easy. Once you get into the little area, you kind of have to go around the wall to find it. But once you get into the wall, you actually look at the crane and you hack it.
Works for me.
Yeah, you interact with it right as he's underneath, and it'll bloop, fall right on top of him, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, there are a few crates inside there that are you can pick up and smash him with, but they don't actually work. It's just that the crate that's floating is the only thing that'll actually work. So.
I have a rifle. Her name is Sue. Damn, that drill sarge booted me out of easy company. Now I pulled this lame duck assignment.
Draw in the enemy. Make some noise. And when they get close, destroy
So
them all.
now at this point, you can turn back into an alien and start wreaking havoc on everything. Just pretty much destroy all the military assets that are in the area. Pretty easy to do. Obviously, all you do is just destroy stuff. Kill either the soldiers or blow up the vehicles. Not too complicated. No objectives, optional objectives for this one. But ran out of ammo. There we go. Grenade out. See? Picking up the grenade and throwing it before it explodes. This game got it right. Alright. So at this moment, now you have to beat the time to this bunker area because those men in black are headed that way, majestic agents, to check on the aircraft or their supposed aircraft of mass destruction. So you have to race over there before the time limit is over with. Once you get there, the opening is on the roof. So just fly up to the top. It's the that metal plate that's guarding it. You send it that way, drop in, and the rest all you have to do is destroy everything that's in there. For some reason I just liked, I don't know, doing my thing, but yeah, I could have just shot everything and destroyed it that way. It's pretty easy, but for the aircraft itself, you actually have to use your mind to destroy it or tamper with it.
Make it good.
We've had a breach.
Small word for a big problem.
Somebody got past the guards, snuck into Hangar 12 and wrecked the place.
Our little gray visitor?
Looks that way.
Which means you didn't catch it.
We came pretty close.
Close doesn't count, Agent. The second it sets foot on base, I want it captured. And don't tell Enquist. We don't need any more help from the military. Call me when you've got it.
Whatever you say.
Alright guys, like again, every time I do an episode, I ask you to like and subscribe to my channel and add any comments. If you want me to make my material better, please let me know how to do that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video.
General Armquist, good of you to come. Thought you might be too busy running damage control out in California.
Never too busy to watch the Air Force fall flat on its face, Jack.
Corporal Patterson, let's show our guests what this bottle rocket can do. Vertical takeoff and landing! How do you like them apples?
That's it? That's your ultimate weapon?
Patterson! Get over there and tell McGillicuddy to get that bird in the air right this second, or he's gonna be testing go-karts for the next 20 years!
$40 million for that?
Alright guys, so for this particular video, I thought long and hard about whether I wanted to put in my fails or keep them out. But I believe that having my fails in this video will help you successfully complete this particular mission. This mission was difficult, but not in a way that it couldn't be beatable. Obviously, I beat it. My hardest part about this mission was being able to get the nukes down there without anything else other than the soldiers blowing it up. And I understand that I'm talking a little bit ahead, a little foreshadowing, if you will, but you'll see what I mean after this video. Alright, so your main objective is to make sure that that nuke truck gets to its destination. So I recommend, if you're already in the hologram, to stay in it until you leave the base. It definitely helps with getting through and not actually starting the fighting then. Not really having to worry about anybody firing at you until you get off base. So once you're off base, this is where all of the mix-ups and everything that'll happen. So here, I thought that keeping my persona that it would be a little bit easier, but turns out it's not. They're not even so much worried about you. They're just worried about the truck itself. So all this time wasted of me just not shooting them, you can already see that even wiping their minds, hoping that they'll just stop firing. Really didn't help. So with this one in particular, I thought that moving one was going to help, but no, it actually made me fail. Those cows are extremely deadly for the truck. So as fast as you can, move those cows out of the way. But at the same time, your optional objective is to kill all the soldiers or 3 soldiers with a cow. So make sure that you have enough cows to complete the mission, because after this, there are more optional objectives after you've defeated this one. So they change over time once you get past a certain point. So you can see there's more cows there. So if you needed to use more cows, you can. I found that either blowing them up or throwing them away was the fastest way for them to stop shooting the nuke. So, but be careful in this particular point. I didn't quite foreshadow how bad it was gonna get, and yeah. See, you notice that now my optional objectives have changed to where now I have to kill the soldiers with rocks. And those rocks are right there. You can see that my explosives are almost done, and then they throw a grenade, and that's what ultimately ends my nuke, is I think a grenade. But I do end up completing that objective, but at the same time, no, it wasn't a grenade. It was just piss poor planning. But see, there's another fail again. I think I failed quite a few more times trying to figure out. So I failed again, and it's funny enough that a flying cow actually blew up my truck. So try not to die with cows in the air, so to speak, because it took me a few times to actually catch the cow in midair. I actually like looked up and was able to catch him like that. It was kind of a pain, but I was able to get past it. And now that my truck has more life, I was able to successfully beat the soldiers with my rocks and continue on. Now this next portion was actually a little bit more challenging because of the optional objective that I needed to complete. So like I said, per every single one you go through, there's always a new optional objective to complete. So see, once you get into this area, now you have to blow up the soldiers with the mines. Well, I didn't anticipate the truck, for one, moving as fast as it did, and didn't anticipate that there would be rocket launchers. So not being able to see those before they came was a terrible idea, because then I started worrying about the rockets, and I didn't actually turn behind me to see that the truck was actually going to hit more landmines. So definitely, while you're doing this particular part of the mission, make sure that you're watching for landmines. Now, once you get to the landmine portion, your truck automatically spawns in front of those rocks, which is nice. You don't have to worry about any soldiers until you get to the landmine portion. So that's also nice. And you can also see that my truck got a little bit extra health, which helps you officially complete the mission. And sadly enough, I didn't see that soldier on that ridge line up on the right. He's just kind of standing there, and I could have definitely seen him and stopped that rocket from hitting. But yep, there's me getting distracted again, and there's a lot more landmines than, like I said, I anticipated for. So definitely pay attention to those landmines. They will destroy your vehicle, but at the same time, don't blow them all up, because then you won't be able to kill the soldiers with those landmines as explosives. So I actually missed him again. You can kind of see him up there at the top. He's got his little binoculars. Completely missed him. He actually shoots a rocket at me. That's when I finally see where he is. But I'm able to send all of kill everybody, and then I just shot all of the rest of the landmines. So once you complete the mission, shooting the landmines is the best and fastest way to go, especially because your electric gun can do a Dixie chain of explosives. Now, once you get past this optional optional objective, there aren't any more optional objectives until later down the road. I do love watching people shoot rockets at me and then me sending them back. It is a lot of fun. I should have sent it up there where I sent that, but didn't quite think about it at the time. I thought that was an explosive. What a joke. There we go, another non-explosive, just sending it. So, another thing is you don't want your truck to get stuck at the gate, so definitely open it up for the truck so that you can have the truck continue on. Another big thing to watch out for is people. People can actually stop your truck dead in its tracks. It's happened to me. I think it happens to me later down the road, and yourself. You yourself can actually stop the truck from continuing. So be mindful of where you are in comparison to your truck and where everybody else is in comparison to the truck. Because if they walk in front of the truck may not be moving, and then if the truck's not moving, then the truck is an easier target. So definitely watch out for that. It would be a shame to get this far and your truck blow up. Nah, see, just like that, the vehicle stops, and you don't know why. It's because that guy. Oh, and also another thing, your electric gun does damage the truck, so be careful when shooting your electric gun in the vicinity of your nuke. It would be, like I said, a shame that you yourself are the reason that your truck failed to get to the airfield. Yeah, I made it by just the sliver, the tiniest hairs on my chinny chin, so to speak. So once you get it there, it stops, and then you have to go to the other side of the nuke to actually like turn it on. Alright, so for this part, all you have to do is survive for 3 minutes. Now, I know it says 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but you'll understand once the 3 minutes is over with. Now, you have to watch out for the scientists. They're the only ones that can actually deactivate the nuke. You don't have to worry about the nuke being shot at again. So that's nice. They can't just shoot it to blow it up. They actually have to deactivate it. But the scientists, they come out of the first 2 hangars. Definitely watch out for them. That'll definitely put a damper in your day if they were able to deactivate it. Now, for the optional objective, you actually have to wait for, I believe, another minute to actually complete it, because most of the guys with rockets haven't come out yet. All you're going to deal with is people that are shooting at you with their Springfield rifles. But there's one, you can kind of see him off to the left. He has a rocket. I noticed it, so it's kind of nice to, now that you can complete your objectives, all you have to do is just wait for them to shoot at you. You pick up the rocket and just send it back to them. Pretty easy stuff. That guy, yeah, just like that. Boom. And then for all the rest of the time, all you have to do is just make sure that those scientists do not hit your nuke or deactivate it, so to speak. But it's pretty easy. They're a lot easier target to beat than your soldiers are, because your soldiers obviously have armor, even though back then they didn't have armor. It's all kind of complicated, but they are a lot harder to kill, obviously. But the scientists are pretty soft targets. They're pretty easy to beat. So don't really worry too much about them deactivating it, as long as you're being mindful and watching them. So once you get close to like the 30-second mark, you'll get one of the big guys to come out, and he'll try to pick a fight with you to distract you from the scientists going and deactivating the nuke. There he comes. Yeah, he's pretty easy to beat as well. See, just like that. Like I said, you don't have to worry about any of the soldiers or anything like that. You just gotta worry about the scientists. They work pretty quick. But once you defeated it, they give you about 42 seconds-ish to actually get away, so that you don't die in the nuke blast. So just fly all the way to your spaceship and off you go. Alright guys, well that pretty much concludes the duration of my video. There goes the nuke, destroying the entire Air Force base that you were just on, and you obviously safely got away. I really do appreciate you guys watching all my videos. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I know I've made quite a few of these parts. I'm on part 7, obviously. But if there's anything that you guys would like more from me, anything that I can change, please put a comment below so that I can better my videos for all of you guys to watch and enjoy, and get some help in how you can manipulate yourself while playing Destroy All Humans, the remastered. So thank you so much for all your guys' support. This has been BroUnited Gaming, and enjoy the rest of the video until it's done. Thank you.
That explosion was meant to take me out.
You're saying this communist spy has a personal vendetta against you?
Maybe you don't get the mindset we're up against.
No, General. I'm taking you very seriously. The President should hear this. Get back to Capital City.
I don't take orders from you.
In this matter, I speak for the President. You know that.
Oh, majestic.